Coach, just want to open it up to opening statement about being here at the NCAA Regionals, and then we'll open up for questions.
Okay. Well, obviously we're very excited to be here, and you know, when you get to a regional, it's exciting and exciting time for every program that's made it, and it should be an exciting weekend of volleyball, and looking forward to get on the court tomorrow.
All right, now, Coach, how much did the quality season that the SEC had as a whole prepare you for this tournament?
Well, we had some very competitive matches in our conference, and if you look at the end of the season, we had 4 teams in the top 25, and us, Florida, LSU, and Tennessee, and you know, each night when one of those teams competed, it was tough, and you know, the last 2 matches a year we played Florida, Tennessee, and both matches had a lot of deuce games, and when you're in those situations often enough, you get a sense of what it takes to win close matches, and that's what it does. That's what happens in the NCAA tournament.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about how you guys are returning back to the regional, and just talk a little bit about the excitement around the program?
Well, it's been a while since Kentucky's been in a regional, and you know, I think the great thing about this group is they are excited about competing and winning, and you know, we put ourselves in position and had a lot of success throughout the year, and I think when we saw the draw in the NCAA tournament, we felt good about our chances to be able to do it. But you know, we had to beat a couple very good teams in Michigan State and Oregon to get here, and you know, I think that is only a benefit when you have to play good teams to get to this point, because it helps you when you get to a regional, and you know, it's a great vibe around our team, and the effort is there, and you know, we can't wait to play again. I mean, I think that's the mood of this team, is we can't wait to step back on the floor and get after it.
Coach, you talked about, you know, playing teams from some different conferences. You beat Michigan State and Oregon, correct, to get here. Now you're facing an ACC school. Is there a different style of play between the conferences?
I think you could probably say that. I mean, you know, there's a lot of different styles out there. I think, you know, Michigan State is physical, powerful, hits the ball hard. Big Ten is, you know, a very competitive conference. Oregon runs an extremely fast offense, and there's a few teams in the Pac-10 that do that. So you do see that. I think the ACC is slightly different in their style. I think the advantage that we have in the SEC is you see a lot of different styles of play from top to bottom in each school. So I think we have prepared ourselves to, no matter what style we face each round, and our system allows us to make adjustments and play different styles.
Is there a style in the SEC that might be the closest to what Florida State will do?
Well, we see a lot of 6-2s. A lot of teams run a 6-2 offense, so there's 3 hitters in the front row all the time. There's similar type of play sets that they run off 1 foot, off 2 behind, set behind the setter quite a bit. You know, I don't think that, and there's, you know, a bit of foreign flavor in the SEC, where you see a lot of foreign athletes that have a lot of experience. So I wouldn't say one particular team in the SEC is a Florida State style, but I think we see a lot of what they do. Now the question is, you have to match up with them physically, and be able to play good enough defense that it can slow down what they do in the front row.
Coach, could you talk about some of the key roles that your seniors have played? I mean, Sauer and BriAnne in particular, about how they've played in getting your team back to this point?
Well, you talk about 2 people here, and Brooke, that want to be the best at what they do. I mean, every single day they come in the gym and want to make themselves better, and I think that is something that our team feeds off, and you know, it allows them to be confident when they step on the floor. I don't think there's a day that's gone by since our season ended last year where they didn't want to get in the gym and make themselves better. And you know, they're playing the best volleyball of their careers right now, and that's the way it should be when you're a senior.
Can we have 2 players answer that too? What you think about being in the round 16?
I mean, we're just really excited to be here and have an opportunity to step on the floor and compete again. And you know, as a senior, you just want to be able to step on the court and be playing your best volleyball here near the end of your career, and just enjoying time with your teammates. And every time we step on the court, we want to step out there to compete, play the hardest we can, and hopefully play for tomorrow.
Like she said, we're thrilled to be here. And you know, the last 2 years we've lost in the first round, and we knew that we weren't a team that should have been knocked out in the first round. We should have, you know, made it farther. And so this year we're, you know, taking that step, and this isn't where we want to end up, though. We still want to win these 2 games and move on next week.
For both of the players, can you just talk a little bit about what you guys know about Florida State and what you can do to succeed?
Well, I know they have you know, middles that hit it around the block, and we got to be able to defend that. But I think our defense and if our block, you know, blocks balls like they did this past weekend, I think it'll be good.
Yeah, I mean their middles are, if we can shut down their middles hopefully and isolate them in some ways, and that'll be great for us, and they set a lot of balls behind, so just being able to defend that. And as far as just our defensive effort, I think that if we can defend them and put ourselves in a position to run our offense the way that we need to, I think that that's what's going to help us be successful.
Coach, can you comment on Poole from Florida State, ACC Player of the Year, kind of what your team needs to do against her?
Poole or BriAnne?
I'm sorry, yes.
Yeah. Well, she's a veteran, and she's tall, physical to net, and she's capable of hitting the ball in all areas of the court. She can hit wrist away, she can hit cross body, she can tip, you know, into the open spots in the court. So, you know, she's going to get some kills. The question is, do we let her hit 500 and get a lot of kills? I mean, that's the I guess equation when you get to this point is you can't let someone just have their way with you, and we need to serve tough enough where they can't get her the ball as much as they'd like to. And we need to have a block, you know, available that she has to make decisions when she attacks and not just hit it against an open net.